The dog was sitting as it normally would have done. It wasn't showing any signs of aggression.
No, nothing.
And completely out of the blue, jumped on little Maisie.
Just jumped up, tried to headbutt her. It was like it knew exactly what it was doing. It tried to headbutt her to put her to the floor. And then, but as soon as it jumped, it grabbed her. It just grabbed her face.
Well, this is what a terrifying moment for all of you, obviously, especially for Maisie Jo. A dreadful thing to have to go through. How did you know what to do there? Because I know you were trying to pull the dog off, but one of your friends actually advised you not to do that.
Another friend. If she hadn't have been there, I would have pulled the dog off.
Yeah.
But she screamed, "Maria, please, just don't keep calm. Don't drag the dog. You'll pull the baby's face off."
And that's essential in those circumstances, that you actually do stay as calm as is humanly possible.
I mean, I was in the middle of having complete panic attacks.
I'm sure.
And then trying to calm myself down for the baby because she was screaming terribly. I mean, I was running up the balcony like a headless chicken. Yeah. But...
How did you get the dog off? What did you do?
Well, I had my hands, like, in the dog's mouth, trying to force the dog to open his mouth, but I basically had to wait for the dog to try and take another bite of her face to push the dog away and scoop the baby up.
And at that moment, you pulled the baby away from the dog?
Yeah.
And no provocation here,
no.
which is the shocking thing.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because lots of comments. Kerry says the most dangerous mammal on the planet is a human. Children are hurt more regularly by humans than dogs. And there are people calling for muzzles, and other people saying that absolutely that it shouldn't be muzzled because you should teach children to be respectful around animals. But she was sort of used to being around dogs, wasn't she?
We've been brought up around dogs all our life. We had a staff for 17 years. He let the burglar in, Jake. He was so soppy.
Yeah.
You know, my brother's still got a staff, but it was just, I mean, we haven't got a problem with dogs. And it was just, at the time, it was a staff that done this. So obviously, you know, we just want to make people aware of it, because it is scary.
If you could relive that day again, other than obviously maybe not having the dog in the house, is there anything that you would have done with the relationship between the dog and your daughter?
If I could relive that day, I would never have... I would hopefully have known something not to have let a dog in, because that would be it for me now. I won't have a dog around us with my children at all.
And is that, do you think, the answer and the warning to anyone that's watching?
No, what it is, do you know, to be quite honest, I would. The kids ain't really scared of the dog. It's probably me with my panics. But I would just, for people to just speak to the person whose dog it is, make sure that they've not had no warnings of any kind, you know, because this was my friend that let that dog come to my house.